everyone, my name is Sofiatul Ilma. I am a postgraduate student in Unindra University majoring in English education and my student number is 202474790036. This video is meant to focus academic speaking subject from my lecturer Dr. Penny. And good morning everyone. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that acquired common title, the importance of listening. Listening is crucial for effective communication, relationship building, and problem solving, both in personal and professional setting. It fosters understanding, builds trust, and helps resolve conflict. Active listening, which involves giving your full attention and showing empathy, is the key component of effective communication. Well, my presentation today will be divided into two parts. The first part, I'm going to briefly explain about listening is an active communication, and then how to listen actively, and the last one, how to be a good listener in manner. And the last, I will wrap up my presentation into conclusion. The reason why listening is important. Listening is an active communication. The term listening is different from that of hearing. Listening is an active process to understand the message intentionally. Listening is one of skills that everyone should have in order to get a good relationship with others. Having better understanding is listening will give a good impact in society. It will bring effectiveness and quality in communication. According to McLaw and Carlson in 2016, people listen for several purposes. They listen to understand, learn, option, information, and to enjoyment. One can master active listening skill by practicing continuously. And how to listen actively? To have a good communication, not only the ability of speaking is needed, but also listening skill. In listening, we can use both non-verbal and verbal ways in order to become an active listener. According to Richmond and McCroskey in 2006, that most people do not realize that almost 18% of communication isn't verbal communication. They are including gesture, eye contact, posture, and other physical movement. Nonverbal activities speak louder than verbal. They explicitly describe and send messages to what people think or feel to have a speaker directly. Here are verbal and non-verbal communication that can be used in order to be an active listener. The first one, non-verbal communication in listening. The first one is smile, a sign that someone is paying attention to what is being said by speaker is by giving a small smile. And then the second one is eye contact. Eye contact is able to say many things while someone is listening to others. However, eye contact can be threatening, particularly for unconfident speakers. And then there is a posture. Posture is an impact element of nonverbal communication in interpersonal interactions. And then mirroring or reflection. The attentive listening can be seen by mirroring or automatic reflection of any facial expression used by the speaker. And then there is a remembering. The activity of keeping in mind or recalling one's memory back is called remembering. And then in verbal communication, there is a giving positive and reinforcement. Positive reinforcement, the offering to desirable effect of consequences for behavior with the intention of increasing the chance of that behavior being repeated in the future. And then there is a questioning and clarifying. One of the ways to show that the listener is listening to what speaker said is by giving feedback. And then there is a reflection. In verbal ways, reflection is different from the in non-verbal in non-verbal. In verbal means replacing narrowly refers to paraphrasing or repeating what the speaker has said to show a better comprehension. And then there is a summarizations. By summarizing, the speaker has a chance to clarify and simply a point of conversation when necessary. In the third explanation of the importance of listening, how to be a good listener in manner. To get a successful communication, the listener must have ability or skill in both verbal and non-verbal communication. A good listener involves a good character and manner in socializing with other people. Here are some manners that should be paid attention in order to be a good listener. The first one, that is being attentive and relaxed, and then there is keeping an open mind and not interrupting, not distracting, waiting for the speaker to pause to ask for clarifying and question. And then trying to feel what the speaker is feeling. You have to explain the part of how to be a good listener in manner. The first one, being attentive and relaxed. To be a good listener in manner does not mean that the listener should stare at the speaker, fix and focus on the speaker accents. And then keeping an open mind. Speakers are trying to convey or deliver and describe what they have in their mind by saying in the word. And then not interrupting. Parents usually teach their children not interrupt when someone is talking because it is considered to impolite. And then the next part in how to be a good listener in manner. Not distracting. Not distracting, active listener will respect the speaker, therefore they will refrain some movement which are distracting the conversation. And then in the number 5, waiting for the speaker to pause to ask for clarifying question. It is normal when the listener doesn't understand the certain material of what the speaker has just explained. And trying to feel what the speaker is feeling. Empathy means putting ourselves on the position of the spirit of the person to whom we are talking. Well, here is the last part, and in this material, I take the conclusion about the importance of listening. Listening skills should be mastered by everyone in order to develop a better communicator. Listening isn't a passive activity, it is truly an active one. Everyone can be a good listener in communication because listening skill can be developed and practiced continuously. We can be good listener in both non-verbal communication and verbal communication. Some forms of non-verbal communication in listening are smile, eye contact, posture, mirroring or reflection, and remembering. Well, that's all from me. Thank you so much for watching my presentation. I hope this topic was helpful and give you a new perspective about the importance of listening. If you have any question or comments, feel free to reach out, and thank you so much. Have a good day.